So I came across this book, Leonardo da Vinci's Advice to Artists, and for my drawing course that I just started teaching, I thought it would be good to learn from him. One thing that he says, when you're beginning art or if you've been doing it for a while, if we want to climb a tower, he admonishes, we must be content to proceed step by step, otherwise we would never get to the top. It's hard to pick up a pencil and make a perfect drawing. So the beginning step in my class I'm actually taking from this book, and he says painting, but I'm just going to talk about drawing as well. He says painting is concerned with the 10 things you can see. So the 10 things that you can see are darkness and brightness, or value, which is the first thing we're going to talk about. Substance and color, or the texture of what it is. Form and place, shape. And remoteness or nearness, or perspective. And movement and rest, so if something's moving or not. So we're just going to start off with his advice, and we're going to start with the first thing, which is darkness and brightness, or value. We're going to do a simple value drawing and a value scale, and I know you can do it. So what you want to do is draw a rectangle. So a rectangle is a square that's kind of been stretched out. And then you want to draw kind of like a belt buckle in the middle with 2 lines. And then you just want to draw 1 line in the middle of those spaces. So you should have 5 boxes. Some value scales have 7, but since this is beginning, we're just going to do 5. And we're going to go from dark to light. This is the easiest square. We're just going to leave it white. We're not going to do anything. But in this square, what I want you to do is push as hard as you can with your pencil and make it completely black. Like we're gonna go from night to day. So just fill it completely in and cover all of the white. Hopefully you can do a lot better than I'm doing in this example. Now let's move to this middle box, and we're gonna make it like a medium tone or value. So how I'm doing that, I'm just not pressing as hard. So in between these two, we wanna put the value that is in between them. It's not as dark as this one, it's not as light as this one. So I'm gonna press a little harder than I did with the middle one, but not as hard as I did with the last one. This square is going to be 1 step up from this one in between very light part and the medium tone. So I am not going to press very hard at all. When I do the advanced tutorial, I'll go over exactly what these are called. Here's a Charles Bark drawing of a cast. So here is the study of it with everything drawn, all the shapes outlined, and the shadows are actually outlined as well. And then he's added the values in here. So we can see our darkest ones on his eyes, very under his chin, his lip, his nose. We can see the next dark one in here and in probably a little bit under his eyes, maybe a little bit in here with the reflected light. Then we have the medium tones, which are a little bit in his cheeks, maybe in his ear. The lighter tones, which are right here on the side of his nose, and then the lightest light parts, which are the white parts, which are in here. Thanks for watching part 1 of beginner shading. These are some examples from my class today. So click on step 2 if you want to continue on with this shading tutorial. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you around on YouTube.